The World Council of the Sovereigns, June 28, 2023, as a performance of the sacred mission of the Swarozhic sovereigns regarding the restoration of heavenly systems in all earthly and heavenly spaces, for the purpose of purification of the world media space as an integral part of the entire world space from any manifestations of forms of violence, propaganda, perversions, and perversions of humanity, namely homosexuality, lesbianism, bisexualism, transgender, pedophilia, bestiality, cannibalism, sex change, human trafficking, human organs trafficking. Any manifestations of forms of propaganda, of perversion and violence against men and humanity, animals, nature and other vices directed against the light human race, generic morality and nature. In the media, any manifested forms of lies, slander, falsehood, and other destructive information directed against the light human race, nature, and the divine law of creation in all world media space as an integral part of the entire world space. Filling the world media space with the truth, the informational direction for restoration and elevation. Super values, life, love, truth, justice, creation and development according to the divine law of creation, formation of the vector of information development of mankind according to the divine law of creation in all world space, raising respect and reverence to the naturally born male and female principle as an image and likeness to the kind Almighty, to the traditional tribal institute of the family, to children and the older generation, to people's traditions of childbirth and world tribes, to Vedas and testaments of our worldwide ancestors, matters of development of light humankind as per the divine law of creation, to justice in all world media space as an integral part of the entire world space. Worldwide Council of the Sovereigns hereby proclaims to establish the World Sovereign Media Platform RA Video in short, to endow the World Sovereign Media Platform RA Video with the status of sovereign, endow the World Sovereign Media Platform RA Video with the great sacred mission, truth, and restoration of justice in all world media space as an integral part of the entire world space, to reorganize all world media spaces with the purpose to fill the world media space with truth, informational direction of the restoration of justice in all world space, and formation of the vector of informational development of humanity as per the divine law of creation in all world space. Forbidding in all world space is an integral part of the entire world space any manifestations of a form of violence and propaganda, perversions and perversions of humanity, namely homosexuality, lesbianism, bisexuality, transgender, pedophilia, bestiality, cannibalism, sex change, human trafficking, human organs trafficking, any manifested forms of propaganda of perversion and violence against man and mankind, animals, nature, and other vices directed against the light human race, generic morality and nature, any manifested forms of lies, slander, falsehood, and other destructive information directed against the light human race, nature, and the divine law of creation in all world media space as an integral part of the entire world space. Filling the world media space with truth, informational direction on restoration and ascension, super values, life, love, truth, justice, creation and development according to the divine law of creation, formation of the vector of informational development of mankind according to the divine law of creation in all world space, ascension of respect and reverence to naturally born male and female principle as an image of likeness to the kind Almighty, to the traditional tribal institute of the family, to children and the older generation, to people's traditions of childbirth and world tribes, to Vedas and testaments of our worldwide ancestors, matters of development of light humankind as per the divine law of creation, to justice in all world media space as an integral part of the entire world space, to proclaim the World Sovereign Media Platform RA Video as the main regulator of the entire world media space as an integral part of the entire world space, in pursuance of the great sacred mission to confirm the rights of the World Sovereign Media Platform RA Video, and in all subjects and sub-subjects of the world in part of, the right to conduct further investigation, the right to operational investigative activities, The right to block and liquidate criminal media resources and media content. The right to impose sanctions on any media subject's rights in all world space. Right or liquidation of any criminal media subject's rights in all world space. All subjects and sub-subjects of the law of peace to provide full-scale assistance and support of the world sovereign media platform array video in the execution of the great sacred mission. Pursuant to this decree too, all international and state, counterterrorism and legal law enforcement organizations, all military organizations, all valid orders, all masters of the world systems, all masters of the world financial systems, all international and state-controlled organizations, all missionaries executing the sacred mission before the only God, all Creator, all Maker, bearing the light and knowledge of the world, all world spaces, Yavi, Navi, Slavi, and Pravi, and execution of Almighty, all heavenly, all divine providence, to all great divine providence, all great cosmic forces, all divine armadas, all divine fleets, as well as a great fleet of RA, immediately begin to implement this decree in terms of its full execution. Om. Great Sovereign Country, Union of Soviet Socialist Republics. Boris Hachimovich Satoshiyev, Chairman of the State Committee on the State of Emergency of the USSR, Army General. Arsenij Stanislavovich Chernomorov, Commissioner of the State Committee on the State of Emergency of the USSR, Lieutenant General. Irina Alexeyevna Gorbacheva, Secretary of the State Committee on the State of Emergency of the USSR, Major General. Sovereign International Consumer Cooperative Light Great Russia. Her Highness Anastasia Pavlovna Bogachuk, Chairman of the Board. World Sovereign Bank of the Order of the Hospitallers, His Highness David Skirkenich, General Manager. International Consumer Cooperative ROD, His Highness Emil Skirkenich, Chairman of the Board. His Majesty Alexander, the King of Kings, Vice Spiritual Boy, Secretary General of the Sovereign International Treasury Monetary One, President of Vice Spiritual Boy RSP, Global Corp Incorporated, Grand Intendant of the Sovereign Order of St. Jerusalem, Rhodes, Malta, the Supreme Sovereign of the Order of the Hospitallers, Chairman of the Board of the World Sovereign Bank of the Order of the Hospitallers.